The government has introduced the 22nd Amendment to the Constitution, which, if enacted, will become the 21st Amendment to the Constitution. And it is reported that it's likely to be presented in Parliament in the near future. Now, this present reform initiative by the government comes in the wake of months-long demands by the people for a system change. It is at a time when Sri Lanka is facing an exceptional crisis in terms of the suffering of the people, where there's been long queues to get essential items, long power cuts, the fact that the cost of living is increasing, and a whole host of issues that has resulted in people demanding for a change in governance and government. That includes the abolishing of the executive presidency and credible checks and balances. So in the wake of demands, the government promised constitution reforms, including reverting back to the 19th Amendment of the Constitution. Now, what has been proposed as the 22nd Amendment is a far cry from the 19th Amendment and what was proposed at that time. So the 22nd Amendment provides powers to the President and is very weak in terms of what is being introduced as checks and balances. For example, the President continues to control powers over Parliament. For example, he can prorogue Parliament at any given time. He can dissolve Parliament in 2.5 years. So in effect, he will control influence over the business of Parliament. The President will also have powers in terms of the appointment and the removal of ministers and secretaries, because the provision to get the advice of the Prime Minister will not impact the present office holder. So in effect, the President's powers as we have at the present moment is unchanged with what is proposed with this amendment. There is also the additional issue of the Constitutional Council, which is proposed under the present amendment. The proposal really provides the President and the government to wield influence over what is proposed in terms of the Constitutional Council, and in effect will impact the independent institutions. So really what is being proposed by the government does not meet the demands of the people, is a tokenistic effort at best in terms of constitutional reform, and raises the question as to why we need such weak reforms at this moment, when the President and the government has an unprecedented opportunity to introducing far-reaching reforms. So really one needs to question, one needs to scrutinize, one needs to challenge what is being proposed and demand that there is genuine change that is brought about, and there is an abolishing of the executive presidents, and that there is genuine system change in Sri Lanka.